What's happening, y'all? This is Forgetful Bear coming to you live again from sunny South Florida. So what's happening, y'all? It's been a little bit. It's been a few weeks. I've been putting much content out there. I've been pretty busy here, along with work, and then just catching up on some things really that I need to do before I hit this trail. So I'm going to be short and concise this video, or at least to the best of my ability. I just want to give you some updates and really just share some concerns that I have before I embark on this hike. So, some updates for you. First things first, everything is going well. All is pretty normal for the most part. I've been going to the gym. Again, going back to that physical and even mental preparation. Man, I'm all in it. I'm trying to submerge myself into that world, gather as much consensus and information that I can. There was a point actually where, and I'll share this with y'all, that I was considering hopping on the trail a little sooner than I thought, but not the Appalachian Trail, actually. I have a buddy that lives near the Pinhoti Trail, and he's actually driving to AT Kickoff, where I'll be starting the Appalachian Trail in early March. And the Pinhoti Trail goes through that area. And so I was figuring that I could possibly do a little section of the Pinhoti, get some shakedown in before I start the trail. My thinking behind this was that living in Florida, man, it's hard to acclimate physically, not just physically, but with the environment, just because of the stark temperature changes and you know, really you're having to deal with a whole bunch of things that you wouldn't have to down here in Florida. So I was thinking, okay, this may be a good opportunity for me to, start to break my legs in, start to break some of this gear and really get familiar with it before I start the AT. So I am curious to know what y'all think of that, because I'm still debating it. More likely than not, I'm going to go with my original plan, which was just to head straight up to Amicalola and start the trail from there. But I have this option open to me, and I'm still considering it. So that's the big update. So I also want to share some concerns with you guys. There's been a lot of time between, when I decided I was going to do this and when I'm starting this trail, and it's coming up soon, but man, 2 months, that seems like a long time. I'm getting stir crazy. So that'd probably be my biggest concern, or how would I describe it? Or source of anxiety would just be patience. Yeah. So my biggest source of anxiety would be patience. It's like, going on a road trip, right? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is it March yet? Is it March yet? Is it March yet? Man, that's just how I'm feeling right now. But I do have some legitimate concerns. Not that that's not legitimate. Before I start this trail, and I just want to share some background about who I am, what I've kind of had to deal with the past 5-6 years. So we'll start with my health. Over the course of the past 5-6 years, I've had 2 collapsed lungs. They're called spontaneous pneumothoraxes. And it's happened once, it's happened twice. And if that happens, man, it's likely to happen a 3rd time at some point in the future. And man, I just don't know when that's going to happen or if it will happen. But that's something I do have to be mindful of out there, as well as some blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart issues. And that's something that's I'm trying to figure out still, even right now. I'm following up with the cardiologist. I'm doing whatever I can, man, to get to the bottom of really what's going on inside of my body. And a lot of that was just the condition that I was in. I was overweight. I wasn't eating well. And so these past few months, man, I've been doing everything I can to control what I can, and not get so anxious and worried about what I can't control, or what my body will dictate. But man, I just want to make sure that I'm in shape, that I don't have extra weight, which I'm still in the process of trying to cut all that extra weight. That's why I don't, see that I'm swole yet. But I'm getting there, man. I'm trying. So speaking of the high blood pressure, man, I just want to ask you guys another question. If you have hypertension, high blood pressure, and if you have been on overnight hikes, man, I'm really interested to hear what kind of equipment you're using, what kind of monitor you were using, because I'm looking for something, obviously, somewhat lightweight and accurate, because that is a reality. That's going to be a reality for me out there. I'm going to have to monitor my blood pressure. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out, at least me and my doctor, we're trying to figure out which medication is best and really what dosage is best. So, at least in the beginning, at least in the first, quarter of the trail, I'm going to have to be very mindful of what's going on inside my body, not just the bumps and the bruises and all that stuff. So that's my health. We're talking about the wait, the time between when I decided, man, I'm going to do this thing, and just where I'm at right now. And I'm just at a point right now where I feel like talk is really cheap. And it isn't. Words have value. I realize that. But I just want to be out there so much. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of thinking about it. I love watching YouTube videos, but man, I'm tired of watching other people do my hike. I hope y'all don't misinterpret that or interpret it the wrong way. I love watching y'all, but man, I want to be out there. And I'm envious of the guys who are out there right now. And so what comes with that is, look, I'm a very passionate person. I feel like I have a lot to offer my close friends, my family, and really the world, a unique perspective. And I think all of us have unique perspectives to share. And man, I really do feel like I can contribute. And so I have a lot to say. And really going back to some of my background, I actually, volunteered with the church for a while, was even on staff there for a little bit. And so if I'm ever preaching at y'all, man, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that. I like to ramble on. But I think some of that information that I just gave you, some of my background, that'll help you to understand like why I talk the way I do, why I think the way I do. And I'm a very introspective person. And emotional intelligence is something I am fascinated, so curious about. Not only just what I say or how I'm feeling or trying to figure out what I'm doing, but man, how does that make other people feel? And not just my interaction with them, but their interaction with the world, trying to understand and have and develop a degree of empathy for people. And that's something in the past couple of years that I've really started to step into. And I'm really happy, I'm really excited that the trail is just another opportunity for me to meet people and really build a bridge between me and them, trying to understand and show compassion for, love, and just have a good time and fellowship with other human beings. Sometimes it's hard, when you're out here in South Florida, wherever you may be. Maybe you're in a quiet, small town, and that's great. But man, I'm here in the suburban Mecca, South Florida, in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And you meet a lot of people throughout the day. And sometimes it can be very impersonal, to be frank with you. But man, I'm really looking forward to that intimate fellowship with nature and with people. So just circling really quick back to my original thought that I was telling you guys about where I was at mentally, just thinking about how talk is cheap, at least for me right now, it feels that way. Concerning all those things I've told you, my background, my history, and all the things that I have going on in my head right now, man, I don't feel like I have much to contribute to this community. But really, I do. And you guys, I think more than anything, have something to contribute to this channel, to my life, and to this Thru-Hike. And so I'm really looking forward to interacting with you guys. And look, I'm not gonna hold back these thoughts. That's why this video is probably gonna be close to 10 minutes, over 10 minutes long. I mean, I would love for these videos to be 5 minutes long, but there's so much going on. I just want to let y'all know everything. At least, most of everything. I don't want to leave you guys out on this process, on this journey, because it's starting here. I talked about it before. I want to carry some good momentum into this trail, and really the journey starts here in preparation. What am I doing before the trail that's going to carry on to the trail, which is going to carry me on to Katahdin? So that's all I really got to share with y'all today. Man, I hope if you're starting a trail this year, and that you're getting ready, that you're preparing, that you're doing everything within your power to make sure that you reach Katahdin and reach your goal. And if you're not, man, I'm so excited to have y'all tuned into this journey, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. So I'll catch up with you next time, all right? Peace out.